There's Sykkuno, who's a Vtuber, saying that Sykkuno disrespected my physical boundaries and clearly has a disregard for consent in general. He's one of the most powerful men in streaming, and he used that power to take advantage of women who thought they could trust him. I was still a teenager when he targeted me. We don't know what the exact age of that is. That was brought up in the last discussion. Teenager could mean up to 19. We don't know. She hasn't really given much more specifications on that. But there's been some speculations from fans who do watch her, who have seen a lot of her streams in the past where she did talk, like she was breaking down on stream, allegedly. And basically she was breaking down on stream and she was talking about being in an unsafe situation once with not much more details, but people are kind of connecting the dots. They're like, oh, she was probably talking about this. And they're, you know how people are, they go back in VODs and they try to look for clues, so that's happening right now. XUC calls out Pokemon, Valkyrie, and Lily Pichu for looking like they agreed Sykkuno is a predator after saying they were disappointed. Oh.
Feels like the news were cheating and predator. Two things. When people just say disappointed or whatever, it feels like they agree or they acknowledge all the accusations. And what they say is disappointed. Well, no, you cannot just do that. It's, guys, okay, I'm gonna say something. All these people that have been commenting about it are more friends with Sykkuno than I am. Chat, I'm not even friends with Sykkuno. Like, we barely talk. We talk when we play games. Like, we're like a cheating and predator. When people just say disappointed or whatever, it feels like they agree or they acknowledge all the accusations. What they say is disappointed. Well, no, it's, guys, okay, I'm gonna say something.
Okay, I'll say something.
That have been commenting about it are more friends with Sykkuno than I am. Chat, I'm not even friends with Sykkuno. Like,
okay, I'm gonna say that all these people commenting about it are more friends with Sykkuno than mine.
We talk when we play games. We're like almost strictly on stream. We're like barely friends in real life, if that makes sense.
He says we're like barely friends in real life, if that makes sense.
They're all more friends. Why is it that I have to have the why are the people that are close to him having takes that green light dog shit labels that damage him severely, and I'm the outsider, the voice of reason, say, guys, I don't think he's a predator. What the fuck is that? That's fucking awful. Like, it's just kind of lame. Like.
I mean, you say he's the only one that's saying he's not a predator. Honestly, I think Exit is doing a lot of assumptions here. Saying you're disappointed with somebody doesn't mean that you're greenlighting all of the accusations against him. It just means you're disappointed. It's like one of the safest thing you could say, I guess. And also, for being in that position where people force you to speak out on, you know, when your friends are into controversies, and also I have like a lot of friends from a lot of different circles, it's a difficult position to be in. Like, you defend them, they call you biased anyways, and if you speak out against them, they're like, well, you're a bad friend, but I mean, most people would speak behind the scenes, right? Like if I disagree with what a friend is done or is saying, I would talk to them behind the scenes about how I view the situation. I wouldn't make it a public spectacle. But that's just me. So this Kara clip kind of shocked me at the end, and you'll see why.
A friend of mine, Sykkuno, and they're pretty damning. I think I don't really have much to add to this that isn't super already out there. Overall, the only thing I really am gonna say is that I really don't condone cheating. I fucking hate it. I really am. Everyone's talked about how they're disappointed with him. I feel like stacking that makes no fucking sense. I'm most concerned about essentially his girlfriend as well as Lily. I actually feel really bad for them as well as any of the girls who've come out and spoken up about it. Please not attack any of those people, and those are the people I am thinking about the most right now. But yeah, I'm super disappointed in what happened. I am not personally talking.
Yeah, isn't this like the fourth time in the friend group? Like there was like Albert Lee, who was accused of being a home wrecker, but I'm not going to lie, I do not remember the details of that Fusli story. And then there was Fedmeister. Yeah, Fedmeister. Also, that guy basically disappeared off the face of the earth after these accusations, no?
Just like, you know, in the last couple of days. I usually, whenever something big like this happens, I have a snap reaction and I always tell myself 24 hours. How do you feel about it then? Usually try not to make a statement before then. If I do, really fucking short. 24 hours later, shocked he has a fucking girlfriend. Fucking been around this guy for 7 years. Never.
Okay, that's crazy though. Like, that is crazy. You've known somebody for 7 years and you never knew he had a girlfriend. He says that when something comes out, he waits 24 hours before saying something to see how he'll feel about it in 24 hours. That's very smart. I also use this strategy and I do recommend it to a lot of other people. Like, sometimes you kind of just want to make a statement or clarify things. And then I'm like, I don't want to act on emotions. Emotions are running high right now. I'll wait 24 hours, or I give myself like a timeline, like maybe in a week. And if in a week I still want to make that statement, then I'll do it. And most of the time it kind of just passes and I'm like, it's a waste of time.
That was crazy. I usually don't have much to say about situations like these. I'll say a little bit more because I am a little bit closer to this situation than others. I know an okay amount of VTubers. I talk to a lot of them, and I am friends with a lot of them. So I reached out yesterday to some of them and asked about the situation. I'd heard in the past that like, hey, Sykkuno did some stuff and people don't like him in here and there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Sure, that doesn't really matter. I thought
the thing is, there's so much drama in the content creator sphere that at one point you kind of just check out of everything. So I kind of get him not wanting to look into it further. Like, you're just like, because then you have to look into like everyone that you know's drama and you don't know who's lying, who's not lying. And then the other person will tell you, no, that's not true. I explained this. So you don't even know where to start. So at one point I'm just like, just keep me out of everything. Just fuck it. It's all so tiresome.
it was like he's not like, I don't know, maybe he didn't treat some people correctly or something. I never asked for details, and honestly no one would tell me the details because I'm really close to him, and of course no one's gonna fucking tell me anything. Right? But it is just a disappointing situation. I think if you want to do anything about it, just yeah, I guess talk to I'm most annoyed by like people sending Lily death threats and stuff like that.
That's the part that I wanted to show you guys from watching this clip. That part is crazy. Why do you guys think people are sending Lily Pichu death threats? Like, I don't understand this part. Why is Lily Pichu getting death threats? Who's sending her death threats? That's insane.
I am not here to get a guy canceled or anything, but it is definitely like one of those situations where I feel really bad for the people involved.
Oh, because Lily made Sykkuno. Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Do you think you'll still be friends with him? I don't know. Realistically, I don't deserve, like, you guys don't deserve the answer to that. I will figure it out. But like, as of right now, I'm not very much interested in hanging out or interacting with him. It is what it is. You guys don't get you guys don't get that answer, if that makes sense. A little bit too parasocial of a question. But yeah, I've yet to talk to him. Usually I always talk to the person. I'm sure I'll find the time to talk to him at some point in the next week or so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say.
Okay. I mean, honestly, pretty fair take from Scara. Oh yeah, so this Sykkuno account like closed. Probably one of his fans. I mean, for his fans, this is a huge shock because I mean, I do feel like a lot of people commenting on the topic of Sykkuno aren't actually fans. We did have some fans in chat and they were like, wow, I've never expected this from him. Like I said earlier, it rings very similar to the Vox Akuma situation. This one is funny because of the comment section. It made me laugh.
His girlfriend, he could have simply dated his girlfriend that he lived with and not lied to her for 5 years. Like brother, chat, explain how this comment addresses this comment. I mean, generally, explain.
No, you'd actually, like, I disagree with XQC here. He did address your comment. It's your comment that was badly worded, XQC.
How this addresses that. It doesn't. It's too...
Like, XQC left the comment, if he can only date people that are as or more famous than he is, then who could he have dated during his peak era? There were 0 creators that qualify for that. Please clarify. And Mujin replied, his girlfriend. He could have simply dated his girlfriend that he lived with. If XQC wanted to make the argument that it's not a predator because he wasn't preying on them because he basically has no choice to make just to flirt with content creators that are smaller than him. I think if I'm using my XQC translator, this is what XQC wanted to say, but he didn't word it well in his comment. So like, so Mujin responded to like, well, who did you want him to date? He says his girlfriend. Like, he's responding directly to your comment.
Complete different talking points. Okay. This speaks about the problems that he found in the dating pool, right? And this speaks about the cheating. Okay. Now, let's say he had did all of this, but instead of talking to two girls.
No, guy with many name. Like, predators for people who go only after underage. Anything else is just ruining the word for actual predator victims. No, predator doesn't actually mean that. Like, a gacha game could use predatory practices. You could say loot boxes are a predatory practice against children. The word predator is not, it's not PDF file. Sexual predator is somebody who goes after underage children. Now, the nuance here is that on the internet, when you hear predator, you assume it's sexual predator. And the wording on Mal's Google document should have been clear enough to avoid this kind of confusion. I think she should have titled her Google doc something virtue signaling like my truth or finally coming out. You know, like one of those vague Google docy titles that people do. And then let the drama fiends, like the rest of us, title our videos with like clickbaity words. Like, she titled her Google doc like it was a drama video. Like, she literally titled it like it was a Rima Evenstar video, like a long form video. Yeah, my experience.
He spoke to 10. Whoa, fuck it. Let's round those numbers up. He's talking to 20, sending $50 or 20 of them. Fuck it. But he didn't have a girlfriend, right? Then the dating pool problem still applies. Because if this guy is so worried about the dating pool problem and the dynamics of power, he would be also appalled that 20 small creators are being talked to by a bigger creator. Then the problem is still there. So how does this attack this? It doesn't. That's the answer. Don't look too far, chat. It absolutely fucking doesn't. So this guy's just on business. You're a glazer. You're a hyper glazer. Like, buddy,
make that 21 girls.
You spent
because
probably weeks working on this video behind the scenes, and the release of that video recently with them, right? That is coordinated. You coordinated this like a master of the orchestra. They edited the video of about an hour, which I assume is probably at least 5 days, maybe 10 days of editing and retouching and reviewing.
No, Mujin makes his video super fast. He makes his video super fast. I think he can make this video in a couple hours.
So he did all that. And for what? If
he doesn't do a script, he just shotguns it.
The point is that, guys, the victim or whatever, this helps. Bro, if anything, the only victim is the person who got cheated on, and this doesn't fucking help anybody. This actually kind of fucks them over. Like, it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, this actually harms people. So, like, I had this new age bullshit 26 where people, if you're helping somebody, if you're the victim, then you can be a fuck ass and fuck everybody over.
So the girl who made the Google doc actually keeps, trying to add clarifications, but kind of is just making things worse. To anyone who wants to claim I wanted to get back with him, here's us also agreeing to staying just friends since he didn't give me the consistency I needed. When I said I wanted something long-term and something committed, I meant that I was giving him a second chance as my friend, but I can't be friends with someone who clearly doesn't learn from his actions. With this, I'm moving on with my life now. I'll be going back to posting as normal. Don't forget to be kind, people. This is like addressing the end tail of the recording, the part that we watched together on stream, where she kind of says, he says, okay, so we're not talking anymore. And she's like, hold up, but I believe in second chances, something along those lines. You didn't cheat on me, she said. Yeah, I understand that. Maybe it'll change one day, but let's just be regular friends. And if we hang out more and more and it grows into more than that, let's do that. I feel like you are ready, and it's the same as with other things. Like, I want to feel ready to reciprocate the same feeling. And right now, I'm not, so it feels unfair to you. And then Mal says, well, you take all the time you need for that. I've always told you that to do what you feel comfy with. But I never expected anything from you or needed it from you. I was here because I want to simply be. If you want that as just friends, then that's okay too. I might take some time for me to get a little over, because obviously I still have feelings for you. But if it's what you want, I just want you to do what you want and need. Oh, that's... Why are you agreeing to stay as friends and 2 weeks later making a Google document to try to take him down? This makes no sense. Well, her logic is that I was giving him a second chance as my friend, but I can't be friends with someone who clearly doesn't learn from his action. I mean, Hemamal was probably the weakest person to do that Google Docky on, right? Like, we discussed this last stream, but from all the people involved in this, it feels like she was the least victimized. Like, the girlfriend's evidence would have weighted a ton. This is Elphilia, so she was another person that was in the Google document, and I think she's being accused of being that she was also cheating back then, because people find out that she is seeing somebody right now. So she actually slept with him, unaware that he was seeing somebody in Paris, according to the Google document. Some of you can't do math or read, Elphilia says. This is in response to the accusations of her cheating. The guy I've been talking to has been the only man I flirted with and been seeing after the Paris trip. The Paris trip where she met up with Sykkuno. We literally started dating after that. While we weren't in a relationship, I still loved him and still do. There was no cheating anywhere from me. I have no proof, but more than what has been shared happened to me during that, and I'm processing it all to this day. Sykkuno wasn't a stranger to me. He knew everything I've been through. He knew I had been cheated on. He knew I was assaulted. He knew all the pain I went through and still acted like he cared for me, only to take advantage of that. I trusted him. I trusted his good intentions. He lied and talked badly about multiple people that are now coming out too. Okay, this guy... Do you guys remember that really cringe convo between Mal and Vanessa that I read last stream that you guys were really laughing about? And there's a ton of new soundboard bits from it on my Discord server. It was a Discord convo where this chick called Vanessa was exposing Mal for also wanting to do a Google Doc on this dude named Jojo Giosuke. It was a mess of a convo, which made nobody look good, but it basically kind of showed that Mal has a pattern of documenting people's behavior and doing Google documents. But anyway, the guy that seemed that, according to the 2 girls in the conversation, he was like lying, 2-timing people. There was allegations that he was stealing money from people. Arguably worse than Sykkuno, by the way, but that's a whole other story. He came out and spoke about it too. He says she did the same thing to me with recording the call, called me, and then recorded me without any consent, mind you. And when I respectfully told her what the fuck, she said, "Oh, in my country it's legal," which makes it fine. I mean, some countries are one-party consent, like mine. So apparently, Sykkuno nuked his Discord server and his Twitter community. Not to be confused with his Twitter. This was also taken from a stream. Hemamal dropped by, and she provided her own context. I say some things at the end of the call that I didn't mean because I was heartbroken, but I came back on it later, which is why I brought out the doc. I didn't forgive him. I came to preach. I'm literally 20, mind you. I turned 20 when he was with Elfie in Paris last December. Here's my line because I didn't want to be bothered or something. I think this is referring to the call. I wouldn't have brought out a docky if I wanted to talk to this guy again. Kind of justifying herself here. This is Hemamal fighting with people in the comments. Use your brain and think that... I think honestly she should just stop tweeting. Use your brain and think that maybe the document was written after all of the things that are in the document. So it took you a month to realize, oh my god, he cheated on me. Oh, never mind. She says he never cheated on me. He cheated on his girlfriend and I didn't know because he was lying at the time, still saying he was single. He never cheated on me is crazy when you're a literal side chick to him. Bye. Somebody else adds, I'm sorry, but I feel disappointed by this behavior. He never cheated on me is crazy words for someone who was being used by him. Is that not some kind of cheating itself? I'm so confused by that logic. I'm sorry. I'm just so shocked and she needs to stay away from him. Okay, so this is Bao adding on to the story. So Bao posted that in her Discord server. At everyone, I'm seeing some crazy misinformation because someone on TikTok used ChatGPT and it was wrong, Lamau. My only role was warning girls not to get involved with Sykkuno because bro was spawn camping 18 years old. I did not date him. Yeah, because some people were speculating that she was dating him or was even remotely involved with him. In fact, I ignored the absolute shit out of him the moment I knew what he was up to. Okay, have a nice day. Alfiria, point proven, you cannot read. I'll uninstall this now. See you, dumbasses. I went to Paris on December 10. I started dating a guy I fell in love with on December 26. We never officially became boyfriend and girlfriend. I just kept things polite with Sykkuno because he was my friend for 5 years and told me a bunch of shit about other creators. I simply didn't want the same to happen to me, so I behaved after finding out about his real nature. Go suck a D. So Ophelia went private after this one. I think she unprivate it now. Disguistos tweeted this and then deleted it afterward, tweeting, I get what Sykkuno did was fucked up and why people are dogging on him. But watching his quote-unquote friends of years that acted close to him, used him for their own gain when he was popular, run to throw him under the bus for a few quick likes is why people say streamers are fake as fuck. I mean, TBH, a lot of them could have just like not responded to some of these comments. So yeah, Disguistos ended up deleting that tweet, and now people, he's kind of like getting shit from both sides, where his friend group or the people in this group are mad at him for the tweet, and then people are also mad at him for deleting the tweet. People are also, I'm seeing a lot of criticism for this tweet. Back when I didn't realize he was sliding in every small VTuber's DMs, including mine, I feel like he got off on the power imbalance with small VTubers that already admired him and thought he could get away with anything because VTubers are more private. Crab. So Aryasaki responded to this. I love how people are now coming out about him after this, but he was literally in your friend circle and everyone knew but kept quiet, and I'm seeing a lot of pushback on his friend circle. And Arya responded, almost all of my interactions with him are public during live/gaming, awkward and short. Maybe instead of being parasocial and assuming like everyone is in everyone else's business, maybe we just keep quiet, especially when it's not our story to speak on. Nuzagi wanted to come on stream. Should we get Nuzagi in the call soon? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll invite Nuzagi to come in. Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Let's go. Where are we? I was doing chores. I disappeared for a bit. Where are we?
Oh shit, it's 3 AM for you? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My work actually starts at like 6 AM. That's why.
Oh.
No, sorry, 5 AM. Yeah. That's why
Okay.
I have to keep waking up like very, very early. But it's
okay.
fine.
So
Hi.
right now, I'm about to show a clip of stable Ronaldo that
Oh.
crashes out over Disguistos.
Who is that
Yeah,
guy?
I see
Who
it.
is that guy? I saw like this tweet by him, and I saw he
Looks like Sid
deleted it.
from-
Does someone know what I'm talking about? Brother deleted his tweet, I'm dead. I get why Sykkuno was fucked up and why people are dogging on him, but watching his quote-unquote friends of years that acted close to him use him for their own gain when he was popular run to throw him under the— Yo, shut the fuck up, bro! God damn! Yo, what type of, like, community, like, defends this, likes this shit, bro? Holy fuck, the dude is 34 talking to 18-year-olds, right? Or whatever the fuck, allegedly. Fucking on doing VTuber shit, bro. Like, I'm sorry, that's a grown-ass man. He's an E-slut. Holy shit, bro. I'm about to put... Is this guy on, like, sus? Like, what's going on, bro? Holy... I'm sorry. Keep
He's
going,
a
keep going, but
whore.
Damn, dude, the mic pick! It was so funny!
He's not wrong though. He is.
He's not wrong. He is an Isla. True.
True.
Dude, I've seen a lot. What I don't like from this is that I've seen like a lot of people called all VTubers are e-whores. All VTubers are He's the only one that called the Sykkuno an e-slut.
True. Holy shit. Holy
That was
shit.
fucking gold. That was so entertaining. So actually, there's a short version of what Peter Park's take on Sykkuno, but lower I also have the full video of him, and he's got a pretty fair take. I think he's got some of the best takes. I mean, I can just show the clip and then we'll watch a video later.
I'm also fucking annoyed. I'm gonna be honest because this guy.
But like, he had a very long, nuanced take, and like these clips are just gonna take like it's a 48-second clip, taking it out of context.
For years would just say shit to me like, man, Peter, I hope I find something like what you and Anita have. You're so lucky. For years, he said this shit. Okay. And this guy allegedly has been like with his partner for even longer than Anita and I have been together.
Exposed.
He just like
Exposed.
he never ever
shit.
to me that like he was ever in a relationship. And I don't know. Like maybe I'm not owed that information, but like it felt like with the way he portrayed himself, it was a little deceiving to me. And like this isn't even just this is like IRL too, you know? I'm also fucking
actually
annoyed. I'm gonna be
I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm being gaslit, but I think I'm starting to believe the whole people didn't know angle. Like at first I cast doubt on that, but now it's like, wait a minute.
Wait,
So-
why didn't you believe it? Like, if you have you ever spoken to like a family lawyer? These guys get cases all the time of people living together and like people don't know what their spouses are doing behind their back. Of course it happens.
How much of a like manipulative piece of shit is he to keep that from literally everyone?
I mean, he
Like
was
everyone. Sorry?
I feel like a lot of content creators do that, but it's like he definitely even people IRL though, like IRL, you would tell them, no?
Yeah. Dude. I feel like it's the type of thing where you want to hide the fact that you have a girlfriend. And that's how nobody found out. Like how does that happen? Like Jesus. I mean, I will see, I guess. Jesus Christ.
I mean, he was at the very least a liar.
True. He is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Sykkuno. Boo! That's how I feel about that. I came out, I was like, brother in Christ. So would you still play games with him? I would love to see what he says. I can't.
True,
I don't really
same.
want to, I guess, unless you don't answer that, Jody. It's a trap, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore. I live in Washington. Like I'm living it up. Life rocks. I touch grass. I have like in real life friends.
Jesus.
And like,
Good
I
for her.
respect the people in this scene.
Yeah.
Do not get me wrong, but like, what? How am I supposed to just commit to playing games with this person when has he let out a statement? Like the thing is, I love accountability. No, yeah, we'll see. Like, who knows? You are supposed to have an opinion, and I'm supposed to get mad at you no matter what you say. No, we love accountability. I think let's like I don't know. I think we're all just waiting to see what happens, and then who knows what will happen.
Rima, do you think he'll make a response?
I don't think so. I doubt so. I mean, the internet's defending him for him.
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't have to do
but,
anything.
like, yeah, it's just that at the same time, like I feel like he has all the reason in the world to defend himself and own it. You know?
Own
Like,
it? What do you mean? If
yeah,
he does
no.
make a response, like he is from like the super vanilla part of the community. If he does make a response, it's gonna be
Oh,
like
you're
to
right.
his audience, and they will want accountability on the
True.
cheating and the lying.
Yeah, true. I was thinking he should double down, but like you're right. Yeah, I feel like he
Double
doesn't have the
down?
audience. Yeah,
Nah,
he doesn't.
he's not gonna
Yeah,
do
he doesn't
that.
have the audience to, you know, if he doubles down. You know, yeah, you're right. You're right.
And he feels
Damn.
really sad and probably just really like displaced, maybe. But they will find new safe place. You are literally the only streamer I trust at this point. Okay, how do I say this? I think that realistically, you should not trust any streamer
Hi, Jody,
for any
welcome.
reason.
Yeah.
Except us. Except
And
us.
I don't think I'm
True.
saying that because I think I'm a bad. I actually think I'm a great person. If I'm gonna be so dead ass, I think that my morals are high. But who am I to say that? You know, that's just like I could be lying.
Like the thing is that everybody thinks that their morals are high. I literally see the worst people on the internet say they are like very principled people. I'm like, but okay, so what are your principles? Like-
True.
I guess I am being careful. I think that in general, I always are on the side of it ain't my business. Not my business. I think the only generally people that are my business are me, John, Sean, Sydney. Like if anything, like those are my business. That if anything ever happens, God forbid, if anything happens to any of us three or the other three, that would be like my time I would have to speak, you know? Peter says we know what you show us, but we don't know you. Yeah. Like
I hate this fucking
know
thing.
exactly what
Me
I show
too.
you, and granted, sometimes I probably show parts of myself that are authentically me, whether intentionally or not. You also don't know streamers unless you know me in real life and we hang out and talk. You like all your coworkers? You hang out with all your coworkers? You know all the fuck is going on with your coworkers? No.
yeah,
Ow.
that's true.
I think that it gets muddy maybe, but like this is work. Literally, this is work. In the same
Yeah.
way that you go to work
Yeah.
and you talk to these people. And when you go to work, you put on your best face and you try to smile. Like, and you have generally mutual respect, but you also probably witness your coworkers
Welcome
doing
back,
some
Evenstar.
ass things. And you're like, oh, that's crazy. That's
Yeah, you don't really
interesting.
care that much.
You
Yeah.
are indeed a coworker. And then sometimes you meet a coworker.
Dude, there's so many times where you're just like in situation where you're like, should I say something? And you're like, you know what?
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
Nah. Dude, it's like, nah, dude. It's like, don't say anything. If like, it's just like,
it's not my fucking problem.
yeah, it's the whole principle. If like, if it doesn't, even if it's your friend, right? And it doesn't matter to you that much, or maybe let's say it doesn't really affect or concern you that much, and you still kind of want to be their friend afterwards, it's like, yeah, don't say anything. Because anything you say against or with that person will upset anybody, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's just no, it's pointless.
Shit, you like want to get a drink after this? And then you become friends a little bit, you know? And then maybe you see something or they say something and you're like, whoa, in the big 2026. And then you go, okay, coworker again. Like, it's literally just, it's the same thing. And I don't understand what we don't understand.
Well, I think, like in all things in life, it's a balancing act, you know, stepping in when you feel like it's worth it, and, you know, stepping out of things where you feel like it isn't, you know, picking your fights is important. Oh, okay, this is another clip of him.
Let's see this.
You know, but with like the document that dropped, like there are so many people coming forward with their own separate experiences, and what is upsetting me is people are like finding one person's experience and saying, oh, because this person doesn't have like a statement that's like bulletproof, I am going to go ahead and disregard every person who's come forward. You know what I mean? And I think that's dumb. And I think that's fucking dumb. So I think that when you are a person with a lot of power, influence, money, fame, if you're older, there is a power dynamic in play that you need to be cognizant of. I think that while the other parties, from what I have observed, are like technically adults and they do have agency, I'm not going to completely strip them of agency and responsibility. I personally think that the onus is on the person that wields that power. They need to like respect that and understand that and navigate around that. And I don't think he did that, you know? And I don't think he did that. And it was deeply irresponsible. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with flirting with people. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with hitting people up, but just like the sheer volume of people coming forward with their experiences, it's really hard to just like say it's like a one-off situation, that it's not a pattern, you know? And it's like, I don't know. People, the big argument here is what is a predator, right? And
I mean, there is definitely a pattern. Like he used the same lines on a lot of people.
I think most people these days
He
associate
has a playbook.
being a predator with like, which in my opinion, I just think that the behavior that he exhibited was exploitive. From what I've seen, we've seen documented evidence from like a couple people. But like I will say, like, you know, some of the like accounts that I saw come forward, like not to like discredit or discount their experiences, like some of them are like, in my opinion, a little flimsy, you know?
Yeah.
Some of them it's just like, okay, like we are, I don't know. There's just some objectionable behavior that I'm seeing like in general. But like overall, I think like my opinion is that he did some really objectionable shit. It's not okay. And like, this isn't even taking into account the cheating. Cheating is already fucked up as it is. Like you guys know that I fucking like hate that shit. I've seen so many friendships and like, just like fucked up over the years. And like, the thing is, I don't think cheating in and of itself is like, oh, you're a fucking terrible person. Like people make mistakes, really big mistakes. And like, it's not like just because you cheated, I cannot have anything to do with you. So much of what is factored in is like what you do after the fact. Accountability. He looked up to him as like a safe space, you know? And it's heartbreaking because like I looked up to him in a lot of ways too. Like I don't know. It's just like this is something that I didn't think he was capable of, to be honest. And like it hurts me to see. And yeah, like to his victims as well. Like I said, not every single person who has ever interacted with Sykkuno is automatically a victim, you know? But like I also think that it's important to listen to the people that feel that they were exploited, made uncomfortable, boundaries crossed. I'm also fucking annoyed. I'm gonna be honest, because this guy for years would just say shit to me like, man, Peter, I hope I find something like what you and Anita have. You're so lucky.
Yeah,
For
that's
years.
crazy. I mean, I think like if I had somebody that lied to me like that. Like we saw several clips where he straight up lied to their face. After that, it's like, well, how can you trust anything they say? I think
True.
probably the lying is would be a bigger. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that, but it's like it would be a deal breaker for me as a friend. And like,
No,
yeah,
yeah, I
there's a
get
lot
that.
of these accounts that don't really make sense and that we see a lot of pushback on, but at the same time, behavior doesn't have to be criminal for people to feel hurt about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course.
Okay. And this guy allegedly has been like with his partner for even longer than Anita and I have been together. He just like, he never let on ever to me that like he was ever in a relationship. And I don't know, like maybe I'm not owed that information, but like it felt like with the way he portrayed himself, it was a little deceiving to me. And like this isn't even just, this is like IRL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was deceitful.
I think my main issue with these sorts of things too is that it's somewhat exactly like what you said, where after they lie to you, you kind of wonder what else they are like. It's not just about like what they say in the future, it's also like what else they're hiding, you know?
Yeah.
Like you hid the fact that you had a girlfriend from these people for like what, 7 years, almost a decade. What the fuck what else are you fucking hiding that you're doing so properly, man? All to like excuse like behavior that you know is a bad thing. Like that's gonna make me overthink, man. That's gonna make me think you might have been doing like very bad things. But that's just me, I guess.
His girlfriend is the biggest victim in all of this, and I do really feel bad for her.
Yep. I feel like we can't forget that too.
Oh, that's the crazy tweet. There's two of them. The crazy clip that came out today. And this is the first part. The second part is insane. We'll watch the second part
Oh, there
after.
we go.
Actually had plans on playing together the day everything came out.
Wow.
Or like we were planning on, not the day, we were planning on playing the TFT box boot camp together.
Okay.
We were planning on playing TFT together. And then he messaged me that morning with everything coming out and said, sorry, I have a lot going on. And then I said, yeah, I saw everything on Twitter. Is it true? This is the only thing I will read from our DMs.
That's not the crazy clip, by the way. That's another one.
He said the day of, also, I'm sorry, I'm going through a lot. And I said, yeah, I just saw on Twitter. He said, do you want to talk for a second? I said, I don't really know. I'm still processing everything. I feel overwhelmed and honestly really hurt, like I've been backstabbed. We've known each other for over 6 years and I genuinely thought our friendship was real and that we were reconciling. He said, you don't have to. I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain. It's not as simple as you would see it, but I understand. I said, I don't know if I can get into a call with you right now, but I would like to hear your side. And
show it on the screen, bro.
I feel like, no, well, she doesn't want to. She's just reading it. But the crazy thing is, doesn't this mean he was juggling multiple? He called Mal and also tried to smooth things over with this girl as well. That was on the day of the Google Doc drop. The call with Mal happened whenever she confronted him or something. Or his girlfriend confronted him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did make everyone think that they were his one and only. And I think, yeah, that's the most deceitful part, because you can be a player in a flirt if you want, as long as you don't give off the impression that it's gonna be like a serious thing. I think that's the less ethical part of it. Like you can be, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious. Like people say that all the time. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm just looking around for now. That's it. You can say that.
Yeah,
people will understand.
And I feel like people that want to fuck or like have something with Sykkuno would be okay with that too. Right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of girls do want to fuck him, and that's fine. But like, yeah. Kind of weird.
He said, okay, thank you. And I said, sorry, I have a lot to do today. This is literally the day that the night that I had to pack and get my kids ready to come here. Did I do any of that? No.
Okay.
I said, sorry, I have a lot to do today before I leave, so I won't have time to call. But I honestly didn't feel comfortable calling him. And I said, if I could have just have some explanation to ease my mind, that would be nice. And he said, that's okay. I can give you the short version. To be honest, I was in a bad relationship for a long time. We hadn't like spent time together, slept together, anything for several years. But she relied on me for a place to live, and I paid for everything for her, and I still cared. So I didn't break up. I should have. I generally think you're amazing, and none of that was fake. I can talk more later, but I haven't made sure she will be. I can talk more later, but I've already made sure she will be okay. He's talking about his girlfriend.
Mhm.
I said, I can
Okay.
sympathize with you a little as I was in a similar relationship as you before, so I know it can be hard to break things off since you don't want to hurt their feelings knowing you're fully supporting them too, but that doesn't excuse your actions to go behind your girlfriend's back and cheat on her. I know you know this now, but you should have had the decency to end your relationship with her before talking and sleeping with
Dude,
other girls.
yes.
It's hard for me to believe if any of it was genuine as you were talking to
Mm.
multiple girls at the same time and doing the exact same thing to them as you did to me. I remember I even asked you whether you slept around with other people often after we did it and when your last relationship was, and you said no, and your last relationship was 3 years ago. You lied to me. He said, "You're right. I'm not saying an excuse. I was just sharing how I got there. I'm sorry. If you don't believe me, that's understandable. Thank you for at least listening to me a little." And then I said, "I'm not saying that I don't believe you, but why weren't you just honest with me?" And he never replied. Pretty much the gist of it. And I think that's where the sympathy came from, because I was in a similar relationship where we lost intimacy in the last little bit of our relationship, but he never cheated on me, and he broke up with me before going and seeing other girls and like fully relying. So like I also was in a similar relationship to him, so I could sympathize with him. But like if you're emotionally, disconnected from the relationship, like there is still no right to cheat or excuse to cheat. And that was the only sympathy I had for him. But I still thought it was very wrong, and I even told him that he should have had the decency to cheat or not to cheat on his girlfriend and break up.
It's because some people are defending him, saying like, but his relationship was bad. He said so. It was he was
Wait.
supporting her financially, because he says that in the call when he's trying to justify himself to Mal. So
No way somebody says that. Wait, is that
yes,
real? No way.
oh yeah, I've
Wait.
seen a lot of people say
Are
that.
these that's kind of what?
That is like, yeah,
That's
that
not
is
a good excuse.
It's not a good argument at all. Just break up at
yeah,
this
nobody
point.
says that, dude.
With her first, but he wanted to hire he was on small female streamers because he knows his status. And that's why I was so scared to share my story, because I see so many girls just saying they're like sharing their stories, and then everyone just saying, okay, he's just a serial cheater. That's all it is. Yeah, he's a serial cheater, but he used his status, his powers. He gave people, like girls, money. He preyed on small female streamers, a lot of them being really young, like 19, 20. I mean, we met when I was 19. I mean, nothing happened until like within the last 2 years.
Bro,
Like, the reason why I felt so blindsided and hurt by this
Yeah.
is because for a long time, it was me and Sykkuno were actually just really good friends. Like, nothing bad happened until the last 2 years of our
At the very least,
friendship.
these clip channels. Holy shit.
And
they could get the subtitles right at least.
And
Jesus,
when
these
I
fucking clip channels.
asked those questions, if he was in a relationship and whether he sleeps around a lot, and him telling me his last relationship was 3 years ago and no, he doesn't sleep around, he told me that to my face
That's dangerous, by the way.
after we did it.
That is dangerous.
Was I
You could
expecting
catch,
anything
like ST from
like a
that.
relationship? No. But to think like, and I believed him. I believed him, and I said, okay. But always after that incident, I was always like, there was a lot of unanswered questions, and I was very confused by it all. I honestly feel worse sharing. I don't know why. I don't like sharing my personal life and experience online, and I still feel somehow I'm talking shit, like I'm airing out business and drama, and I hate drama in business. So yeah, I actually kind of feel like shit right now. But I think down the line I'll feel better. But I feel very exposed. Yeah. Did you ask why he didn't want to date? Did I ask him
Oh,
why
is
he
this
didn't want to
live?
date me?
No.
No.
I mean, it was clipped from her live stream, but we're not watching her live stream, is what I
Not
mean.
really.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Like I
But
thought
I
this was
knew
like
he
a
didn't want to
scripted
have
video,
kids.
not a live stream.
We did ask intimate questions like that, like after we did it. But yeah, Vegas alone.
Oh wow, we already got community noted. Jesus.
Jesus, 7 million views. in-
Holy shit.
How many hours ago was that? Holy crap, dude.
Holy shit, that shot up.
I went to Evil Las Vegas alone, but I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with Sykkuno, but I didn't
No, this is new. This is from this morning, not 2 days ago.
know
Yeah, I saw that date. It's today.
that
Chat.
he had other intentions. And I didn't ask him to share a room with me. I just simply asked him, "Hey, are you going to Evil Las Vegas?"
Uh-huh.
He said yes. And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to go this year. I'm looking at hotels and everything's so expensive. Do you pretty much have like any recommendations? Like I know he lives in Las Vegas." And he said, "Oh, you're planning on coming. I actually have room if you just want to like room with me." And I said, and I at first was not against it. I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, "No, I don't want
Are you
to
sure?
intrude. Like, I don't mind getting my own hotel and all this." Like, I was insistent on being like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he said, "No, like I have extra room. I already paid for it." And I even asked him, I'm like, "Are you rooming with a group or with friends?" And he said, "No, but there's 2 beds, so like you'll get your own bed." Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I took his offer. Being a dumbass, I took his offer, but I did later.
This is why I always just get my own room. I am a princess. Like there's just no way that I'm sharing a room. Hell no.
Okay. Yeah.
Even offered to pay him back. I said, "How much should I save up for accommodations?" And he said, "Oh, no, you don't have to pay me back. Like, I already have room for the hotel. You don't have to pay me back." So, yeah, I shared a room with Sykkuno at Evo Las Vegas, and we watched a
sorry.
movie together. We had plans to watch a horror movie together, Until Dawn. That movie's ass. Actually, I didn't even get to finish it, but
True.
that movie's
I hate that
ass.
movie.
He had a hotel even though he was in Vegas. Yes. But we were watching the movie and he started to get very angsty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but he pretty much tried to make a move on me, and
Uh-oh.
I was fully trying to say like I'm just here to watch the movie. Like I'm just here to watch the movie.
Anime boy angst.
True.
But me being a dumbass and not being very like
Smart
what's the
about
word?
it?
Very strong in like
Ah.
mentally,
Like you're not
physically.
confrontational.
I mean like maybe this is a
Assertive,
people
yeah. I guess
headstrong. Yeah.
No, assertive is probably the word she was looking for.
Yeah, like she can't, like it's hard for her to speak up. Like, yeah, I think we get it, right?
Or say she's uncomfortable and all
easier in
that.
me, but
Yeah.
and maybe I don't know, benefit of the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or I don't know. He tried to make a move on me, resolute. I don't know, but he made a move on me. It did take like 30 minutes. Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal.
But you could not torture this information out of me, man. Like, you could throw me in jail and torture me. I would never go live and say that. Ah!
Jesus Christ. Why do you think she's doing this? Like, does she want just to like let her out of her chest or something? Like, I see a lot of people do that. Like, dude.
Just listen to the clip.
Intimate life at all.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating.
I don't too.
And it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen. So instead, I just gave him oral. Okay?
This is TMI, man. Too much information.
Why would you say this?
And then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was dissociating. I think I was straight up just
Okay.
dissociating.
I remember watching the clip quickly. I don't think this leads up to an essay accusations. I've seen this thrown around, but I don't think she does accuse him of that. She accuses him of like not being transparent with her about the relationship status though.
Morning, I barely slept that night. Then in the morning, he didn't really want to talk about it. And I was just kind of trying to open it up and talk to him about like what happened. And then we were going to talk about it, I don't know, later or something. I don't know, but I can't remember. But he ends up hugging me, but then pushes me onto the bed from the hug. And we end up having sex. And
Okay.
I didn't have it in me to tell him to stop. So I just let it happen. And while this was happening, while we were doing it, I always wear protection and I only sleep with people I'm in relationship with. So I'm not used to one night stands or anything like that. But we were not using protection and I'm legally hard of hearing, if you guys don't know already.
She's partially deaf.
But in the heat of the moment, he asked me if it was safe and I didn't hear him, but I just said, mm-hmm. And he finished inside of me, and then that was it. And then
this is too much information though.
We just laid there for a little bit, and then I brought it up. I asked him straight up.
Did you really need?
When was your last relationship? And do you sleep around often? Like, is this
That's
normal for
gross.
you? Because I told him straight up, I do not date with people. I do not sleep with people I do not date. I do not sleep with people that I do not date. That is just a moral of mine.
Sure.
I find it very intimate with whoever. So, and I don't actually have I've only ever slept with 3 people. Well, 4 now. But I've only been in 3 relationships. So it was very new to me. I've never had a one night stand or anything like that. So I asked him, I'm like, is this normal for you? Like, do you sleep around a lot? And he said, no, he was being around the bush the whole time that I was asking these questions, by the way. I'm like, then why?
I thought she was
My
gonna do the
God.
shy voice for a sec.
Sure.
I know
Evil,
some girls are
really.
really, really bad at saying no. That is actually a thing, though. Like they're really,
Yeah.
really, really bad at saying no.
What?
It is something you do need to learn to do, though.
And he said, oh, it's just, giving me really half-ass answers,
Okay.
like, oh, it's just, I've known you for a while and I know you're very sweet and, you look nice. And then I asked him this question and I said, when was your last relationship? And he
Okay.
said 3 years ago. So in my head, it's crazy that's why I feel so blindsided and backstabbed, because I asked these questions and they ended up being complete lies. So when I really felt blindsided and backstabbed by all the information that was coming out, I really was, because I asked those 2 questions, like if he was in a relationship or like when his last relationship was and if he sleeps around, and he told me no, and 3 years ago.
Wow. And he slept with her unprotected. That's gross.
Yeah, I think that's the scary part. Because
Yeah.
if you sleep around and like you I don't need to explain. But okay, sure.
And
That's
after that, I went on about my day. And then I ended up running into someone I'm very close with, and they offered me to stay in their hotel room because I didn't feel
Okay.
comfortable sleeping in mine. So I ended up sleeping at my friend's hotel room for the next.
Okay, but so far all she says is that she's felt misled by him because he told her he had been single for 3 years, but he had a girlfriend this entire time, and she slept with him thinking that he's single. I've seen a lot of people claim that she said she was being raped, but that's not, so far, at least in the clip, she did not say that.
how long is
2
the
nights.
clip?
And you guys can even
13 minutes,
tell, you guys
okay.
can even see on Twitter, if you guys look at my Evo outfits, the first outfit is in a very different hotel room than the other 2, and that's because I ended up moving to another hotel. The first one is in the one that I'm with Sykkuno. And
Okay.
I ended up sleeping in the hotel that me and Sykkuno had on the last night because he ended up checking out early and sleeping at his house. So
Okay.
that was the only time I saw him. We ran into each other a couple of more times at Evo, but we didn't really say anything, and he didn't really want to talk about what happened. And then I struggled with this for a while, and I had someone in my life be there for me and kind of try to help me through this. And my dumbass tried talking about it with Sykkuno later, trying to like understand what happened because it's not something I'm used to. And he pretty much beat around the bush the whole time. And then he would say things like, "Oh, I'm confused. I just wanted to know what you felt about that." And I said, "No, I want to know what you felt about this because I already told you how I felt." And
Okay.
yeah, he said he was sorry that he made me. He was sorry that he gave me that impression, and that he would want to reconcile. And me being the dumbass I am, I still wanted to be friends with him for some reason. So I did, and that's why we still played games. And then I ended up seeing him at TwitchCon at the Riot Party, and we actually talked in person for the first time since. And he actually brought that part up and said like he was sorry and stuff, and that he was sorry for giving me the impression. So I really thought he was, honestly sorry, and I accepted it. And I thought I was the only one because I literally straight up asked him if he sleeps around, and he said no. So sorry,
Okay.
I thought I was the only one. Did I think we were going to be in a relationship? No. I knew how much older he was than me, and I was like, why would he want to be in a relationship with someone much younger? So I didn't really think that, it was, it was gonna go anywhere. So yeah, I just said I think it's fine. Like we'll just reconcile as friends, and that's that. And then
Okay.
Okay, so that's where the
Wait,
clip ends.
that's it?
You can talk
I
now.
really honestly thought there was going to be more. Like, no, I thought like there would be like, you know, the whole thing about her being SA'd and stuff, because that was like what everybody was talking about.
Yeah, no, I think she just like she said she felt blindsided and she felt misled by
No.
his lies.
I feel like what she said is valid. I don't see why people were like upset about like the things that she was saying.
I mean, she feels hurt by it. I think she has the right to feel hurt by it. Was it criminal? No, but she never said that. She does feel she has a part of guilt of what happened. She said it herself. She feels guilty about this. She keeps repeating that she's a dumbass. Yeah, she wasn't even accusing him. She blamed herself for not asserting herself.
Do you think more are gonna come out? Oh, shit.
No, I doubt so, especially given the pushback they're getting on Twitter. I think I think even future victims of something that's actually like legit or a legit situation are going to be reluctant to come out and tell their stories.
I think that's the unfortunate part. Yeah.
That is the unfortunate part. Seeing like the reaction that everybody has on Twitter.
I feel like I'm not saying that it's justified, right? But at the same time, because like this whole thing was like messily handled, like people are just primed to not take a lot of things seriously anymore because of it. I feel like that's the problem. Yeah.
But there is something else, okay? There is these talking about subreddit. We mentioned subreddits earlier.
Okay.
There's this crazy thread on of course, the most trustworthy subreddit of all times.
Of course.
The same subreddit that called me a Christian D with like absolute confidence and said I was Satan, and they were like, "Oh, it's a no." Somebody was like, "What? Really? I've never heard Rima speak about religion." And then the OP was like, "Oh yeah, it's no secret. It's no secret. It's not like what." This is the same subreddit, just to give you guys some context, that posted these threads on Face Connect claiming that the book that Sakana lended to Jerry was yes, it was Minecraft.
Oh my God,
yes,
of course, these fucking
and there was even worse fucking threads. Like they leave everything on. Like I don't think they moderate anything, and it's really taking away from the credibility of the subreddit. I'll add, like sometimes they have some good posts, but overall it's like the most a dog water thing. It's like one prerequisite for posting in here is to pop some LSD and let like your schizophrenia take over.
True.
Okay.
This is actually
so now they're like found screenshots of Hemamal and Mujin on Sykkuno. Said, this guy just, he was taking a walk and he just happened on some screenshots.
This has to be a shitpost, right? Can I see this?
No, it's not a shitpost. It's not a shitpost. I'm going to be done with the Google Doc soon. Need you to review it and see if I need to edit the evidence. I looked at it and it needs more content. It's like a little weak and I'm going to upload the video after I need some more drama. Like, can most of these claims even be confirmed? Lol, he doesn't even have much public info I can support the doc with. Well, I can sub some things and make him look worse. I can mention some other girls. Doesn't matter if it happened or not.
What is wrong with
I can stir up a reaction, but the timing is important. Sims won't look too much into detail, so it won't matter. There's a good chance you're just going to get mocked no matter what. This is the fakest fucking screenshot ever. Source,
no,
OP source is I made it the fuck up.
No, this has to be a shitpost. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a shitpost because there's some other crazy like phase Reddit threads that I posted in my Discord server, and I was like, lol, look at this crazy shit post, guys. And then we looked into DOP's history, and it was not a shit post. They were 100% correct. This is obviously meant to mislead or like, they want to mislead people. No, all the comments are not taking him seriously, thank God.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to debunk it. The reason why they use platonically Mujin is because in his Discord server, he uses platonically Mujin, but his normal regular profile is just Mujin. So if he spoke in his Discord server,
somebody.
if he's DMing somebody, it would just show up as Mujin. So it's just obviously fake. But anyway, the wording was like, it also like gave it away.
Jesus Christ. People like these exist, dude. I can't believe this. This is unironically fucking insane.
Oh man, there's another one. There's somebody about Mujin is
Let's see
deleting
this.
comments in his recent video, also same subreddit. Okay, this is somebody just writing a wall of text. Comment, loading, 0 seconds, reload. That's a long ass toaster reload.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is like Nuzagi's PC, man.
True. I'll accept the flame, Rima. Don't worry.
I was recording on a potato.
Okay.
What is he trying to show us?
What is he doing? Not even like trying
How
to
do you
flame the
like
guy.
posting a comment? Okay, so he's like he can't find his comment. He's posting
Okay.
it again.
YouTube. Okay, so it's a little different sometimes because YouTube does by itself.
Okay, well, dude, your comment is being auto-moderated. If you try to, bro, if he tried to post the same comment twice, it got auto-moderated.
Yeah,
Idiot.
that's not. This is not how it works.
This guy is
This is
not
not how
all
it
there.
works.
They really
Yeah.
do be letting anybody post on this subreddit, huh?
What people say.
Sometimes YouTube technically
Exactly.
removes comments. Yes, and it.
Thank you.
Okay, YouTube is so fucking dumb with that because sometimes I have to unmoderate comments that are completely vanilla. Like absolutely nothing wrong being said in there and they're being
Yeah.
held back for review.
Yeah, chat. YouTube does that a lot. Not sometimes, a lot. Like, and it's annoying.
My issue with Mujin is this. He covers everything under the sun, but I've noticed not a single thing about Techdown has been covered. He will cover drama about everyone else, but if you are his friend, no matter how bad that person may be, he
He's not
won't
even
cover
friends with him.
They're not even friends. Techdown looks to be threatening legal action versus Mujin. Techdown saying it's defamation, so Mujin is in a spot where he can't. I don't even think that's true. Even though they're trying to defend Mujin, I don't even think Techdown did that.
Yeah, this subreddit is
In the latest Techdown video about Mujin, Techdown says it's oh, okay, well, I haven't seen that. His lawyer says Mujin video about him or defamation contains made-up info which is eligible for a lawsuit. About him, Mujin made a video back then about this whole Genshin drama. That was a 2-hour-long video. And Techdown made a 5-hour react to it that was basically glazing the fuck out of Mujin. Now, Mujin, when the Techdown lawsuit came out, he made a tweet about Techdown saying he cut ties with him, and he got a shit ton of shit for it. So it's crazy that this subreddit thinks that they're still friends. Like, that was everywhere. He's friends with Techdown? I always liked Mujin's vid, but that's making me question myself. It is so hard for a Subtuber to be normal. Oh, whoops, I clicked on this. And not have sketchy friends. This is like, this is the response to every single this is the response to every single comment about me on this subreddit, by the way. Ew, Rima is friends with this person? Oh my god, no way.
Dude, VTuber
believe
drama is like it's worse than 4chan, dude. It's actually unironically worse than 4chan.
It is. This subreddit is unironically worse than 4chan. At least 4chan, if somebody said that, somebody else would be like, there would be maybe 2 people agreeing with it, but then somebody would say, take your meds, kidso. Like, somebody would be calling them out.
True. Jesus.
He made a tweet cutting ties with Techdown Def after he. Techdown Def? What is that? I don't understand this. After it came out that he was a bad guy and all that, you know, with Pink Chew. This only has 3 upvotes. This is the most on point one. Yeah, guys, please tell me what to think. I will believe anything, Reddit user.
God. You know, unironically, Rima, VTuber Circle Jerk is better than the VTuber Circle Jerk subreddit is better than shit.
Oh, anything is better than this subreddit at this point. Holy shit.
True.
What? Oh my god, I can't stop reading. And that's better than the original post of this thread was implying, however, still make no content directly criticizing such a damaging figure on the space seems odd to me. Also, the question is, when did he cut ties? Was it after Techdown made it harder right-wing shift, or when the allegation came out the latter? I would still side-eye Mujin. Bro, even if you do speak out, it's still not enough for them. It's like when Emiru, like, clarified some things, it was still not enough.
What are they yapping about? We have some real weirdos in here, Rima. Holy shit.
Understandable. Mujin is biased, but I kind of want to instantly shame him because of that one L on Twitter. Maybe he'll learn from it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think... I think there's some criticism. Like, I see a lot of people, like, completely turn on Mujin for that video, but I don't think, like, one slip-up should define somebody's entire character.
Yeah, I gave off the same sentiment in my own stream.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he can't bounce back from this. It really is like a, yeah, it's an oopsie, but it's not really a oopsie, you know?
Rima, please don't get
Yeah.
into drama. I'm begging you. Bro, I try so fucking hard to stay out of trouble, man. Dude, I do everything. People drag me into drama against my will, kicking and streaming. I don't know how I end up in this situation. Most of the time, I have nothing to do with them.
I know. How do we approach this?
Streamer friend?
I know a lot of people.
Dude, what he does here is what I'm gonna do if one of my friends gets into drama and you guys force me to speak on it.
Want to talk about some stuff, and I think that's fine to request. I'll get to it just for a minute. I'm not gonna talk about it much. It's gonna be like 60 seconds. I know a lot of people here are here for the tea, but in order to get the tea, you have to sit through me talking about my Pokemon team. That's the deal.
Sure.
10 minutes after talking about his Pokemon team, like, you farmed them. Like, you're like, oh, you guys are here for the tea? Sure, I'll give my opinion on that. But you gotta sit through 2 hours of me gaming first. He's farming the drama fiends.
Okay, let's talk. We'll set myself a timer of 30 seconds. Look.
30 seconds. He's speedrunning this? What's going on?
You can see in his face that it's like he's calculating his word. This is a very tough situation, and I think anybody that has like just a very like linear way of describing it in a very black and white is gonna be wrong about it. You have to really be careful with your words you use.
Give me a sec.
What is he doing? Jesus.
What happened? It's sad. It's disappointing. It's sad. And
Toast, not just
it's
Toaster,
really
but
all
like...
I'm comfortable talking about, right?
He made them.
If and when Sykkuno makes a statement, you guys can hear from him. From me, I'm sad about it.
This is cinema. Like, he made them wait 10 minutes, foaming at the mouth, waiting for the tea, waiting for the drama, and then he says, "This is sad. It's disappointing."
And then that's it.
And then that's it. I don't think I'm uncomfortable talking about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sad. Okay, thanks. Bye. I mean, honestly, like, his friends, like, we're out here, we're looking at this from the outside. But his friends are probably the ones that get to be the most hurt by this, or to have more of an opinion on it. You can decide to be hurt by it, or you can decide to move on, or you can decide that it's not going to be a big deal. That's up to them.
I feel like that's why, like, whenever these things happen, you just don't say anything. He actually did the right thing. Just says, I don't really want to talk about it. Like, that's it.
Yeah, he's like, that's all you get. But also, it's smart, and I feel like, people bait you or pressure you into talking about shit you're not comfortable to talk about all the time. And I've had the habit in the past of like, I felt like I had to, but actually, no, you don't have to.
Yeah, not really.
You
no,
actually don't have to. You just say, I'm not comfortable talking about it, and then that's it. But people sometimes, they want you to cover like everything, or they want you to talk about everything, even if you're not comfortable with it. At the end of the day, I mean, you just gotta live your life. I do think guys are better at putting their foot down, but I think I am getting better at it though. It's about confidence. It's about confidence and not giving a fuck and not looking, not looking for approval into other people. But this guy's an OG. This guy knows he's been doing this for so long. Like he knows the ins and out of the profession.
He's a high XP, Rima. He has a decade worth of experience.
Yeah, he's hella high XP.
Made everyone sit through all of that.
Yeah, Toast is late game. Yeah.
You know what's based though? When somebody tries to pressure you or like try to get something out of you, you money lock it. You gatekeep it. You paywall it, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe for $500, I'll do it. And then somebody gives you $500, and then you just say, "Oh, it's disappointing." And that's it. Yeah, it's sad, man. I can't believe it. I'm so shocked. And then boom, that's it.
Wait, Peter, the Sykkuno...
It does feel like this is the drama that's creating more drama. Like, the heat's been turned on drastically after I ended the stream the other day, which was on Saturday. Yeah, like Sunday, Monday, and today, it's become crazy.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of stopped caring about the whole drama yesterday. It's like, I feel like the crux of the drama, right, is that, Sykkuno bad, obviously, because he's a cheater, but blah, 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 blah. Some people's accounts are not what they seem. Some people are, like, exaggerating. the coverage and like how people view the situation is mixed and weird, and I don't think there's anything more to that. I
Mhm.
feel like people just need to, like, I feel like, dude, it's done. Like, the drama's like 4 years old. Find a new beat, not you, but like, like,
I think
let's
it's shifted to like cringe culture war stuff now, and like this man versus woman discourse, and I don't understand why the two genders are so divided now. It's actually pretty sad and kind of worrisome.
I don't see. Oh, sorry, not see. I don't know how that happened. Like, what? Why?
I don't know,
Like,
but it kind of always happens situations like this, like the fruit thing, the Tenzi Kaide thing.
I don't know the Tenzi thing, but no, I can see it. Yeah, it's just weird, I guess. I feel like people, whenever a drama like this happens, I feel like people always like they take more of the drama than what is actually there, if that makes sense. Right? Like, they overthink it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? That's what I feel.
Or it's they've done it to us before, so I don't know. Actually, I don't fucking know why it's like that.
Kind of oof. Not gonna lie. Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
is kind of oof.
Yeah. So I have work in like 30
Oh
minutes.
shit.
35 minutes actually. Yeah.
Or do you want to watch the Holostar rant?
I'll let you have that actually.
Okay,
I need to be
okay.
ready.
Okay, go get ready. Thanks for stopping
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, anyway, thank you for having me, Reams. Hi, goodbye, chat. I hope you guys have a good stream. Don't be mean to Rima. She's navigating this the best way she can, and I feel like a lot of the things that a lot of this is like not like, not like, it's not worth yapping on about. Yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Bye, Deanne. The Mujan tweet. Some members of my community have reached out regarding a few concerns, and I want to make sure I properly address them before we fully move on from this topic. Look, I'm flattered that Hemomal tweeted that she considered me a close friend. I'm grateful for her trust, but the first time we spoke was on April 7th, so this narrative that the video was made as a favor to anyone is simply false. The truth is, Sykkuno's serial cheating and manipulation was only the tip of the iceberg, and I was hoping the video would encourage the many others who have stayed quiet for years to finally find the courage to talk about their experiences. Unfortunately, the current state of affairs, that doesn't seem like it will happen anymore, even if they were to somehow fit the image of a quote-unquote perfect victim. I don't blame them whatsoever. Instead, I can only wish them the best, and I hope that his ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, can find the peace that she deserves. As for me, I'll continue making videos that millions of people enjoy, and when prompted, I'll still strive to do the right thing, even if it's not trendy, because it's just how I was raised, and it's simply who I am. That will never change, no matter how many vultures try to desperately farm my name. Thank you for being the best community I could ever ask for, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Okay. I wonder what the tip of the iceberg, like, I wonder what's the rest of the iceberg, if that was the tip of the iceberg. I think it was a pretty decent tweet. Like, I don't think it's gonna convince the people that have already made up this mind about the situation, but I think it's going to put his community at ease who've had questions. And I mean, I think I mentioned it earlier when Nuzagi was there. And the unfortunate thing about this situation, I mean, if there was more, seeing how some people that have come out, where the reception with the people that have come out, of course, it's going to discourage anybody else who would have wanted to come out to do so. Like, I think half of the tweets that we were looking at, like, the reason why we archived this in my Discord server is because half of these tweets have been deleted now. Did you see the XQC tweet just now? No, I did not. Oh, 40 minutes ago. Oh my god, there's a Pokemon clip that we didn't see.
We could just get it over with, okay? Stop making me laugh. Stop laughing, because when you guys laugh, I laugh. Okay, it's okay. We can just get it out of the way, all right? Of course, before streaming today, I expected...
No, why does she take the soft voice? She's taking notes from the Sykkuno trip. Dude, we watched an old clip of her and she did not used to speak like that. Now she speaks into this very quiet voice. Like, okay, chat. I mean, let's watch what Pokemon has to say about this.
A lot of people in the chat asking me to talk about the Sykkuno situation. oh my gosh, I was thinking about it. I was like, how can I say something that feels honest to me but doesn't get clipped out of context? I was really stressing about it. And then I realized, like, I'm stressing about it so much, and Sykkuno hasn't even said anything yet. And something about that, like, didn't really sit right with me. But I do want to reiterate, it's just so sad and disappointing how often this kind of thing seems to happen.
This is gonna get clipped. Like, just the pause that she took. This is so disappointing. End of the clip right there. And then she goes on, how often this happens.
Comes from people that you don't expect it to come from. And I think what I really want to say is I am just so sorry for all the hurt that's been caused to the victims, to our communities. I feel like I feel everyone's hurt and shock and confusion, and I'm right there with ya. I really try so hard to make my channel a safe space for everybody, and I really hope the people that do need to speak up will. And hopefully that's enough addressing it. But I do appreciate how kind everyone in the chat has been. So thank you so much for that.
I don't know how to feel about Pokimane. I don't hate her, but I don't like her. I actually used to like her, but lately I feel like something happened and she's disconnected. But I don't think like she's criminal. She's not doing something insane. She's just like cringe. But some people say that being cringe on the internet is your biggest crime. That was very awkward. Who are the victims in this case? Please elaborate on victims of what, Pokimane? Like, Susie's going so hard. Do we want to look at the retweets? Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. Azahar is like, so now are you not friends? Yeah, no, but that's true. They actually were not friends though. I don't know why she said that. Now, I did correct people because I knew that they weren't friends before. I was like, so when I saw that she tweeted that, I was like, that's so fucking weird. But I'm telling you, I think there's something wrong with this girl. Like, I'm sorry. Look, I don't want to discredit anybody or go to like ad hominem, but like, she is coming off as a bin Hera to me. Like I said earlier, like, when you're a content creator, there's a lot of people that call you friend when you're not actually friends. Then why the hell would he go with her story if she's so unreliable? But you're saying this now, after all of the information that we got on it. If you were in Mujin's case and somebody came to you with this story, how would you verify it? Like, what? Let's think. What are the things you can do to verify somebody? Like stories. I guess. Well, you ask for more evidence. You can. Yeah, I mean, you don't need maybe to read her take on it word for word. You can add in your own opinion or your own framing to it. Yada yada. But let's say it's like a random nobody. How do you even verify like their past or something? Does this girl even have like a big social media presence? Yeah, Rima, my best friend. Get everyone's point of view. You're gonna go ask Sykkuno what he thinks of it? Like, hi Sykkuno, what do you think about this? So he has time to prepare? Nah, I call bullshit on that. That's what people said about me, about the elephant thing. And that is dog water. That is how journal do it. Because they have the resources to do it though. But their sources are protected as well. And they have programs that are not available to the public too, to do background checks. They have contacts with police, investigators. And these are big teams. I guess one of the things you can do is, ask them more thorough questions. Try to make them open up to you without putting them on the defensive. But Azahara, you would not even be able to do that. Like, buddy, I know you. You would do a worse fucking job. Might be the best Mujin could do is demand as much evidence and always be careful to stress that this is her perspective. Yes, I agree with that. Demand as much evidence as possible. Do the Louis Theroux strat in that documentary that we watch where you need to have like these conversational skills where like you have to make your source not feel on defensive, comfortable enough to open up to you, but ask very sly questions to verify if they're telling you the truth. It's a very difficult thing to do. This is why I very rarely take tips. It's too much fucking work. It's way easier to just hop on a drama that somebody else broke. And then, this is why False was good at it. This is why False was good at what he did. And I guess I should have asked him how he did it before he left. I never got the chance to do that. So that sucks. It is a learning experience. I mean, even for me seeing this unfold. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.